Yay! And we're live! Welcome, guys, to one more class here with me.
Yay! And we're live! Welcome, guys,
to... I'm sorry, I forgot the sound. So, yeah, I can see myself here pop out chat. Yay, now we can talk. It was so weird to hear myself. I have to remember to turn that sound off. So let's see who's here. Let me get my glasses because I'm super blind. I'll be like here. And you guys are going to ask me like, Erika, are you mad? So no, usually people say because I'm like that. And people say, are you mad? I said, no, I'm just a little blind. I just can't see. So com Souza Soares, good evening. Yay, Walter. Hi, professora Erika. Hello. How are you doing? Hello, everyone. Felipe, Talini, Adélia. Adélia não é Karina, é Erika, meu nome. Tudo bem. Some people just call me Karina. Maybe Erika, Karina, they are similar, but it's okay. Forgive you. Dinor, Rosie. Hi, teacher. It's my first class, so welcome to this class. If you haven't watched the other classes, make sure you do because we have so many interesting content here, not only regarding to grammar, but also vocabulary. So it's super awesome. So make sure you watch the previous ones. Rodrigo, hello guys, good evening. Anna, hello Anna. Marcelo, hey guys, I'm teacher. Ronaldo, hello Erika. Hey guys, Graciela, Julio. So many people today in this class. Oh my God, Julio, Eduardo. I know there are people out there who's shy and don't want to say their names or say hi. So please introduce yourself. I know you're there. Just come on and say hi. That's the way you just give your first step and say hi. I love when you participate, when you interact. Don't be shy, guys. Oh my God, am I going to make a mistake in English? If you make a mistake, you are going to learn from your mistakes because I am here to teach you and to help you. Adriana, Marlene, Roger, Rosie, Silvânio. Guys, welcome to one more class. Today's lesson 16. Yeah, we've already had 16 classes. Time flies, right? So many things we have been through. Well, today, it's okay, Adelia. Don't worry. It's super okay. I don't mind. People here, I think I told you that. People here call me America because when I introduce myself, I say, hi, America. I said, hi, America. So no, I'm Erika. But actually, I think I mentioned that I learned how to say my name. It's not Eric. It's not Erika. It's just Erika. Erika. It's weird, right? Guys, today we're going to have a business class. Today, business English class. I'm gonna share some really interesting expressions with you all. But guys, if you're not working or if you're not a business person, don't worry about it because all the expressions are also very used in the daily routine. So yes, you're gonna hear that a lot in companies or depending on the contents that you have, meetings and everything else. But they are also very useful and used in daily routines. Oh, we have more people here. Sylvia, Carla, Sylvia again. Yay. Ina, Lucia. Hi, Edson. Hi, everyone. How's it going? Claudinha. Hello, guys. Welcome to this class. So, let me start sharing my screen. So, as I told you, today we're going to have our first business English expressions. And again, you can make sure you can use them as well in other contexts. So I'm just going to share my screen right now. So guys, I'm going to stop looking at the chat because I want to focus here on you guys. But if you have any question, if there's anything that you didn't understand, just please let me know. Don't be shy. There's no stupid question. Like, oh, I'm not going to ask that because I think it's stupid. There's no such thing. Every question is a question. And sometimes this is something that happens very often in classes where I teach. Like, people say, I'm not going to ask that question because it's too stupid. But then that person decides to ask the question and the other student says, oh, that's so interesting. I haven't thought of that yet, or I haven't thought about it. So it's important. There's nothing obvious. Nothing obvious. So if there's anything that you found weird, or you didn't get it very easy. I don't know, anything, guys, just let me know here. I'm just gonna ask one thing. I've already asked the other classes, I've already mentioned that before, but I'm going to do it again. We're gonna have all the expressions. Our class is all in English because I really want you to practice your listening, and that's why I am not in slow motion. Because native speakers don't speak like that. I'm here to help you train your ear. You know, like, this is something that in the beginning might sound a little strange, or oh my God, I'm just missing so many words. There are so many words that she is saying that I just don't understand. But guys, if I speak slow, you will understand. But remember, when it's difficult, when it's out of your comfort zone, that you improve, you know? So that is something that you really must keep in mind. If it's easy, it's wrong. You're not improving. If it's difficult, I gotta work hard so I can understand her better. You know, like, that's the challenge. That's the thing. Okay, so let's get it started. We have lots of expressions. I don't know how many, guys, maybe more than 20. Yeah, more than 20. I separated, I brought lots of them. If you can't write right now, like all the expressions, don't worry, because you can watch the replay later, another day. Actually, I really encourage you guys, I highly encourage you guys to watch this class once again, twice, 3 times, because practice makes perfect. And if you watch it again, if you write it down, if you repeat, especially here in class, guys, because we're together, we are in the same energy vibe. So I really want you to repeat after me, regardless who's next to you. Don't be shy, guys. This is your moment. You're learning English here with me. So from me, actually. So I really want to help you all, okay? Hey, Lucas, how are you doing, my dear? So let's get it started. Again, I want you guys to repeat after me. So I have my snap thing, which is this sound. I don't know, maybe some people might find it weird or don't like it. This is just a command, so you guys can just repeat after me. You know, it's just like, I want you to understand when it's time to repeat. So for instance, right now we have, let's start from the beginning. Right? We have here the word business. Business. I know that some people just find some difficulties in pronouncing this word. So just repeat. Business. Business. Business is like Z sound. Business. Business English expressions. All right. Business. So guys, our first expression here is going to be, guys, repeat. With regard to, or regarding. So with regard to or regarding. You know, there are lots of expressions that sometimes we say, I don't know if it's that common, until you learn that expression and you start noticing into some very different contexts when you watch a movie, or when you are, guys, I'm not actually, let me tell you where I got most of these expressions. Like, I don't work, I've already worked in companies, like I've already worked in logistics and sales department. What else? Yeah, basically that. So I kind of know some of these expressions that I used to use in my daily routine, but my husband helped me a lot to mention some of these business expressions because he's more up to date. Like, we are here in the US. If this is your first class and you haven't heard about it yet. So we live here in the US, my husband and I, here in Iowa, and he is the one who, we are here through a visa, work visa, which is the H. So he's the one who works, who go to work. He was the one who was hired by an American company, all right? And I'm just telling you all these things because he is the one who is inside of a business. He is the one who is in a company, who's going through meetings and, all these different things. And I was just talking to him. I had this class planned for some time. And one day, said, oh, so help me out with some of the expressions that I know that are common, and I really want to know if they are that common. So, guys, those are, let's say, fresh business English expressions. They're super, super common. It was interesting because he was just forwarding some of his emails to me, and he was saying, oh, let me send you some of my conversations with my boss or with, I don't know, some people. So you can get like straight, like from the source, you know. So it was super great because I could understand that I was going to help you more and more from that. Okay, so with regard to regarding, this two, they are the same, they mean the same. It means about or concerning. Yeah, just about, like I'm gonna talk to you about the movie or something like that. Instead of saying about all the time, you can say regarding or with regard to. Guys, that's just the same. I always add here 1 or 2 examples so you can understand the context and where is it going to be. And guys, I'd like to ask you one thing. Try not to translate, not to bring to Portuguese. I know it's kind of common. This is something that we usually do, like trying to, okay, let me see the translation for that. But my suggestion is don't do it. Don't do it because you will always relate things to Portuguese and you will keep thinking in Portuguese. And the magic to speak English fluently is to start relating things in English. So you can, I really want you guys to associate with regard to or regarding to, about or concerning. Then if you just translate that, you know, like, oh, what's the translation? Okay, you can do it, but you will always tend to bring things to Portuguese and you will keep thinking in Portuguese. And there are things that we don't have any translation for that. I've already told you that. So just be careful about it, okay? Try thinking in English. So what is a synonym? I love thesaurus. It's a synonym dictionary. So you relate things to other words, all right? So with regards to or regarding, 2 examples here. He said nothing regarding our budget. He said nothing about our budget. Like, so he didn't say anything about our budget. Like, it's just the same thing, but in a business context and other contexts as well, but in the business context as well, we use a lot like regarding instead of about. I like the word regarding. I use much more regarding than with regard to or even about, because, you know, about is just like about all the time and just about. So regarding, okay? Try switching. This is something really interesting, guys. Try noticing when you're speaking English, maybe in your English class or alone or whatever, when you notice the word about, and try switching that. You know, it's something like step by step. You know, it's not something you're going to change all these words overnight. No, it's not going to happen. But if you just practice, if you just read, repeat, and understand the context where you're going to use that, I'm pretty sure that like you are going to start using that before you realize. And the other one is the department is reviewing its policy, the policy of the company, right? The department actually, with regard to costs, about costs. All right, concerning costs. All right, guys, this one. Let's move on to the next one. Start from scratch. I love this expression. When you start something from scratch, it means you're starting something from the beginning. It means you were doing something and then for some reason it didn't work or it was wrong and I don't know, the client didn't like it. So you have to restart the project. You have to start from the beginning. I'm sorry, guys. I'm kind of having an allergy or something. I don't know if it's like pollen or something because there's something happening here like regarding pollen, lots of pollen. So my throat is kind of closed today. I'm sorry if I just cough a lot. So I apologize. But guys, you can say we'll have to start this project from scratch because the other one that was, I don't know, ongoing is all wrong or is not working. I don't know. And let me tell you something. There's something here in the US is very common, out of the business context, okay? Which is just from scratch. Like, for instance, a recipe. When you're going to eat something and people can just ask you, did you make it from scratch? Which means, did you make it yourself or did you just buy it? You know, when someone asks you, did you make it from scratch, from the beginning? So I'm really mean it. Try to memorize those ones, from scratch. You can just say start from scratch. So I have to start this recipe from scratch. Or you can just say, oh, I made this cake from scratch, like from the beginning, all right, from the start. For example, we'll have to, oh guys, I'm sorry, I forgot. Repeat after me, start from scratch. Regarding we use in emails. Yeah, Adelia saying that regarding we use in emails. You can use regarding in emails while you're talking. It's really common in English. You're going to hear that a lot. So start from scratch or just from scratch, depending on your sentence. So we'll have to restart the project from scratch. It's all wrong. Or the owner of this company has worked really hard and started it from scratch, like from the beginning, like from the first areas and, I don't know, the project or something like that. All right. Okay, this one, guys, if you don't understand, you know, write it down in the comments, right? Blue collar, white collar. I'm pretty sure you have already heard about white collar or blue. And guys, collar, that's not color, what I'm wearing here, okay? That's not a collar. Actually, that's a choker because it's like really close to my neck. So that's a choker. But if it was around here, so it would be a necklace. But it's not collar. Right? When we say color, like being blue collar, white collar, this is more related, you know, the shirt that men or women wear. So we have here the collar, all right? But actually, it's not related to the color itself. When we say a person is a blue collar, it means this person works with his hand or her hands, like manufacturing, construction, maintenance, all right? Maybe in a factory, you know, just work with big machines or industries or something like that, you know? So that's a blue collar. And I don't know if you have watched it in movies. Sometimes their uniform is all blue as well. So they are known as blue collar people. Like when the president says, "Oh, we have to fire some blue collars," it means some people from the factory. Okay, and white collar is the opposite, right? A white collar is someone who works in an office. So I don't know, a lawyer is a white collar, or I don't know, salesperson is a white collar. You know, like management, sales, customer service, you know. So that's the meaning of white collar. Blue collar is someone who like works in manufacturing, construction, and all these things, you know, like heavy work, you know. And white collar is just more like office, you know. Office, they are all white collar, right? Adelia is asking handmade. You mean from scratch? Yes, handmade. When you say your recipe was made from scratch, and you can say it was handmade. Perfect. All right. And one example with H, so there aren't many white-collar jobs, positions in this factory, or laundry. Laundry is a city near here, by the way. Is a blue-collar town with a lot of farmers and factory workers. So guys, repeat, blue collar, white collar. Okay, guys, did you understand the difference between blue collar and white collar? It's very common as well in English. I don't think important. That's another really great example about not translating something, because I really don't think we have something related like a translation in Portuguese for blue collar or white collar. We have something that we can relate, that we can associate, but, you know, not a really translation, a real word, you know, that translates like, you know, colarinho azul, colarinho branco. I don't know if I've already heard the word colarinho branco, but I don't think it's the same. I don't know, guys, to be really honest. When I learned these two words, I've already got the meaning and the idea in English, so I would really love you guys to do the same, right? Next one, we have so many for today. Back to square one. Guys, repeat, back to square one. Guys, when you're back to square one, you just have to start something over again. It means, guys, it's different from the other one that we had, which is start from scratch. Sometimes you're starting something from gente, eu tô gaga hoje, não é possível. You're starting something from scratch for the first time. You're not doing it again necessarily. Maybe you are, maybe not, but it's not like obvious that it's that, you know. But when you say something that you're back to square one, it means, oh my god, yeah, like it's not working. We're going to have to do it again. Imagine you are in, I don't know, in the middle of a negotiation, for instance, and it's not working, the client is not cooperating, or I don't know, the price is not matching. I don't know, guys, anything. And imagine it was a very great value that would be your bonus or something. So you say, and it doesn't work. So it's, oh my God, we're back to square one. I have to call our other clients. I have to, you know, schedule meetings and all these things. So we're back to square one. Okay. So guys, repeat, back to square one. So just start something over again. Emotsuka falou que o colarinho branco tem significado parecido no Brasil. Okay, so, but I don't think colarinho azul has, right? Just colarinho branco maybe, but not colarinho azul, right? Because I've heard colarinho branco, but I don't remember the meaning in Portuguese. But anyway, thank you for your collaboration here, your information. So the examples here, if they do not accept our proposal, we'll be back at square one. Like, we'll have to start negotiating again, you know, like all those things all over again, or all the solutions we've tried are not working. We're back to square one. Like, we have to think of other situations, other examples, other things that might work or maybe not. So we're back to square one. Blue color, no. Yeah. Okay, thank you. Next one, guys, behind, but actually, you can say behind and behind. Here in Iowa, they say behind. They don't say behind, like behind the scenes. The right pronunciation, if you check the dictionary, is behind. Behind. But here in Iowa, they say behind. Behind. It's so weird. But anyway, just sharing. So I was going to say behind someone's back. So when you just say something or when you do something behind someone's back, it means you're doing something without a person's knowledge or consent, you know, and usually it's not in a very good way. It's not something very nice. You don't do something behind someone's back, something nice, you know. Maybe you're just saying things that you don't agree, or saying bad things about that person, or you're just doing things that you believe that person wouldn't agree with you. So, you know, they are all used in a very, let's say, negative context, you know. Maybe in an unfair way, like I mentioned here, so it really depends. So just keep in mind, it's like in a negative situation. It's not something, oh, I'm just organizing a super nice party behind my friend's back. No, it's, if I just say that, it means my friend hates parties. She is going to freak out, or she's going to, you know, vanish as soon as she sees the party. So it's not something great, you know. We have something really close with Portuguese as well. So you shouldn't talk about the president behind his back. So guys, someone's, you change to the name of a person or a pronoun like his, her, my, whatever, or the name, I don't know. Okay, so behind his back, he always helps you. Another thing I don't understand, unfair way. Unfair is like you're not being, You're not being fair. That's not a good way to explain. Yeah, just get it. The thing that I told you, like being unfair. Let me think of a quick example to explain unfair to you. Imagine that, for instance, it's not related to behind someone's back. Oh, or no, let me get the example of this expression. So imagine, Adelia, that we are working together, okay? Don't translate. Just let us translate here. But thank you, Ronaldo. But let's translate. Yes, very good. The thing is, imagine that, Adelia, you were a very nice coworker, okay? You helped me a lot. You were super smart, but we are on the same position. And the boss comes to me and says, Erika, what do you think of Adelia? Is she a good girl? Do you think she deserves a raise or, I don't know, maybe a higher position? And I want that position. I don't want Adelia to have that position. So I'm going to act, Adelia, in an unfair way. And I'm going to talk behind your back to the boss and say, you know, sometimes she just gets here late and she usually takes an hour and a half to have lunch. I don't think she's that committed. You know, I'm just doing these things behind Adelia's. It's unfair because you were a nice girl and you work hard. I should have been doing that. It's unfair. Got it? That's the meaning. Yeah, sometimes it's okay, Ronaldo, that you just check Google or any other dictionary. It's okay. But I don't know, just try not always doing that. Try to understand the concept. And if you try really hard, sometimes I do it. I'm not going to tell you guys that I don't check the Portuguese version. I do. Because I try to understand the context. I try to get examples and it's not working. So in this case, we go and check Portuguese. But first, try some effort in English. And then if nothing happens, so okay, just go ahead and check in Portuguese because you want to know that meaning. And I understand you guys. All right. So guys, behind someone's back, okay? He closed the deal behind my back. I can't believe that. Guys, repeat. Behind someone's back. You can say behind or behind like in the Midwest. It's up to you. I hear a lot behind. Yeah, I was jealous of you, Adelia. That's why I said bad things to you. Actually, to the boss about you. Sorry. I hope you don't mind. Next one, guys. Repeat. By the book. By the book. What is the meaning of by the book? When you do something by the book, it means you're doing something literally speaking and according to the law, according to the rules. You know, you are just being a super duper correct person. You don't tend to deviate any information, any money. No, if it's $10, it's $10. You're going to do what it's meant to be, what you have to do because it's the right thing, you know, according to the company policy or law, or law, to follow the rules 100%. Okay, so when you do something by the book, for example, my dad is a guy, like I always do it as well, but my dad more than ever, he's the one who always does everything by the book. If you tell him like, just go straight ahead and then turn right and then turn, even if it's like further or something, he's gonna do it because you said that's the right thing and that's the rule. So he always does everything by the book. It's super awesome. Like here an example, in this company, we always do everything by the book. Like we don't break rules. We don't, do things out of law, you know. So that's the meaning of by the book. Come on, we don't have to do that project by the book, right? Very good. You are working well, teacher. Thank you, my dear. Sweet. Oh, I love that one. I love that one. Shoot. Guys, shoot is, right? When you say, hey, don't shoot that animal. Like you have a gun, right? You're pointing a gun and you're gonna shoot. We can shoot videos as well. So, hey guys, so I'm shooting videos for Instagram. So shooting, recording. But here is an expression and we're going to use in a different context. Again, very used in a business way, in a business context, but you can use it in other contexts as well. Like, it's not like something super formal, but like, what I mean is you can use with the president of the company and with the janitor. Like, I mean, they are common in both ways. Imagine, guys, that you come and you ask your friend, like, oh my God, I gotta tell you something. Like in Portuguese, we would say something like that. Okay, so I gotta tell you something. Say it in Portuguese, right? We're gonna say it. But we don't do that in English. We don't say it. You can say shoot. Like, come on, tell me. You're encouraging the other person to tell you what the person wants to tell you. So when you say shoot, you say, come on, go ahead. Just say, just tell me what you have to. So I'm going to ask you a question. This is in a way when somebody comes to you saying that he wants to ask a question or say something, you know, like let's say the person is starting a conversation and you say, okay, go ahead, move on. They say, shoot. Okay, so hey boss, can I ask you something? So you don't say, you can say like, sure, of course, just do it. But shoot is like, just say it. I'm here just waiting for you to tell me, okay? There's something I gotta tell you. Shoot. Like, come on, tell me. All right? That's very common in English. And you know where I hear that a lot? It would be something like that, Lucas. It's something like that. But like in a business context, you don't say manda ver. Like, imagine your boss, like, manda ver. It's more like diga, okay? More like that, but okay. There's a TV show that I particularly love. I'm obsessed, to be really honest, which is called Blue Bloods. It's like a police family. It's super awesome, guys. If you haven't watched, you should. And the commissioner, the main character, actually, I don't know if he's the main character, but anyway, the commissioner usually have some meetings and everything else. And when somebody comes to him and asks something, oh, boss, I gotta tell you something, or something happened to your son, and then, okay, shoot. It means, go ahead, tell me. You know, it's super, super common. Touch base. This one is super common, guys. And SMS and also emails. Okay, you can tell someone during conversation. You can just tell someone, yeah, karajapi, yeah, você prossiga. That's right, perfect. We have so many, let's say, translations, but awesome, thank you. So it's very used, guys. Let me tell you a curiosity, something that I don't know if all of you know that, but we in Brazil use WhatsApp a lot, right? You know WhatsApp, right? Let me open mine here. I don't know if you like WhatsApp. We say WhatsApp here. Guys, you know WhatsApp, right? I don't have to show you. Come on. So WhatsApp, o aplicativo. We say in English WhatsApp. And it's super interesting because most Americans have no idea what WhatsApp is. And for them, it's something like, what the hell are you using WhatsApp if we have SMS? You know, like they already use SMS, text messages. So WhatsApp for them, I know some people like in New York and Miami, some especially bigger cities here in the US, they use they might use WhatsApp, especially if you are a business person, because WhatsApp is very common in Brazil and other big countries. But here in the US, especially in Iowa, if you said, oh, do you, I don't know, are you on WhatsApp, or can I find you on WhatsApp? I said, what's that? Like Waze as well, you know, the one when you're just driving and you gotta find a way and you use Waze. They don't use it. It's super common. I can bring you other curiosities about things that we have here in the US. Actually, they're not Brazilians. They were, let's say, born here, but created here. But Americans don't use it. WhatsApp is one of them. So they don't text message other people through WhatsApp. They use SMS, like the regular SMS that we have on our phones. It's super interesting. So I was going to say that touch base is very common in SMSs and also emails. So to touch base is the same as to make contact with someone. Let me give you an example. Like imagine a text message is just like that. I know what you need. I'll touch base with you later today, okay? Or I'm just touching base with you now because I wanted to ask if you could figure out that problem. I don't know. So I just wanted to touch base with you because blah, 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 and just explain why. We just wanted to touch base if you could finish that report or boss asked you. So again, it's common in text messages like SMSs or emails as well, or spoken versions as well. All right, guys, repeat, touch base, touch base. Right? We can say, I like to make some contact, but it's like too weird. I don't think people would say make contact. I like to touch base. All right, call it a day is our next expression. Let's call it a day. Guys, after a super busy day at work, that you've done so many things, and especially when you feel tired, that expression, call it a day, you can use it if you have accomplished your tasks or not. Imagine you were in the middle of something that you're just trying hard and you're just trying to make it work and it's not happening. And you know, like, you just want to give up that day. So you can say, I'm just going to call it a day. You know, it's 9 p.m. I'm super tired. It's not happening. It's not working. So tomorrow I'm coming back from this topic again. And like we can use that and keep working on that. So call it a day is like, I'm going to stop working right now and I'm going home. I'm going to have some beer or something like that. You know, it's that moment that you decide to stop doing what you're doing, usually work, okay, project or something, because you're tired or you're not being successful, right? Adelia is asking if they use cell phone. Yeah, they do all the time. Like everyone uses cell phone. It's just not WhatsApp that they don't use, because SMS, like, I kind of understand some of the reasons. I'm not going to bring that today because it's not the topic, but I can one day if you guys wish. But like SMS here is like for free and it works perfectly. So I don't know, maybe in Brazil we started using WhatsApp because remember that SMSs were charged. So you had, I don't know, 10 SMSs or 100 SMSs, and here they're like unlimited for free. So maybe that's the reason. Okay, guys, so it's 9 p.m. Let's call it a day. So come on, it's 9 p.m. It's too late. Let's go home and rest. Or, hey, dude, it's already late and I'm getting hungry. Let's call it a day. Let's stop here, right? Let's stop work. Okay, that's a very good one. My new expression, call it a forever. Yeah, that one is a really good one. Call it a day. Call it a forever. Ballpark number. Guys, a ballpark number or a ballpark figure. Okay? You might hear both, right? A ballpark number or a ballpark figure, they're the same. Skype is common there. Ooh, I guess it is. I don't use Skype very much because I had so many problems with Skype, like not working. Skype right now is better, but during some time it wasn't working pretty fine. But I guess it is Skype. Like my husband, when he goes through video chat, he uses there's a bug here. He uses Zoom. Just leave it. He uses Zoom, or what's the name of the other one? There's another one. He doesn't use Skype. So I'm going to ask him that. I'm not really sure, but maybe. I guess it is. I guess, but I'm not really sure. Good question. So guys, ballpark number or figure. Just the same, okay? Ballpark number, ballpark figure. It's a very inexact estimate. It's like just a number. You're not really sure. It's not exact, okay? It's not an exact number. Estimate. All right? Imagine that I asked you, Guys, how many people live in, I don't know, Hong Kong? I said, let me give you a ballpark figure. Let me give you a ballpark number. Let me give you an idea of the number. Or how much does a manager in this company earn a month? So, I don't know, like the real money, the real amount of salary a person earns, but I'll give you a ballpark figure about it. It's like just a reasonable idea that about an information that you might carry is not something exact. It's just a ballpark number. It's just a ballpark figure. All right. So I have no idea how much it's going to cost, but to give you a ballpark number, I'll say around $200,000. Or do you have any ballpark number of the quantity of hours you're going to work? So it's not only for money, it's just like, it's a number, guys. Number for prices, number for number of people, number of hours. It's a number, right? You use that for numbers, regardless what you're going to use it, okay? But it's not exact, so ballpark. So guys, repeat, of course. Ballpark number. Ballpark figure. There you go. Next one. The commands. Oh, really? I'm sorry, Juvet. I think I'm doing right, the commands. I am, right? I think I am, guys. If I forget, I'm sorry. If I forget, I'm sorry. Pode puxar minha orelha, Juvet. Pode puxar isso. Antes de eu fazer o comando, a pessoa tem que falar. So again, ballpark number. Ballpark figure. Okay? Next expression, time's up. I love that one. It's so common in English. I think if you watch TV shows, especially, I don't know, MasterChef. I love MasterChef is another TV show that I watch a lot. I love Gordon Ramsay. I love cooking, all these things. So in MasterChef, they say, hey, time's up, right? Like there's the time for something or someone, depending on your context, has ended. Like you don't have any other single second. Your time is up, has ended. So I think his time's up as a CEO. Like he should do something else. He's been there for like, I don't know, 40 years. So his time is up, you know? Or I don't know, if you're in the middle of a competition, you can say your time is up as well. All right. All right, sir, your time is up. I have another minute to go. See you. So guys, repeat. Time's up. And the financial boss in the world. I didn't get what you say, Adelia. I'm sorry, my dear. I didn't understand. Okay, guys, so time's up. So imagine to say, okay, you have 10 minutes to explain your project to me. So, I don't know, I just start checking out here in my clock. And when it's 10 minutes, okay, time's up. Thank you so much. I'm not interested, or I loved understanding more about your project. So, but I just can continue because I have another meeting or something, but time's up, okay? Or when you were at school and you have a test, probably your teacher is going to say, guys, time's up. I got to start getting the test because, you know, you can't keep just doing the test. You know, time's up. This one is very common. All right. Next one, get back on track. Guys, repeat. Get back on track. Before that, Marlene is asking, is time's over the same? Yes, time's over. Time's over. Like, time's up. Time's over. It's another one. Very good. I didn't remember about that one. Otherwise, I would relate. It's true. Yeah, time's over. Time's up. I would say time's up is a little bit more common. I think I hear more people saying, hey, time's up than time's over. Your time is over. Yeah, I think I hear both. They're really common, but they're the same. That's the question, right? So let's move on. Get back on track. Is time out? No, I don't think it's the same, Adriana. I don't remember the contexts. Your time, no, it's not the same, definitely. I just don't understand, to be really honest, the context that we can use time out. because, you know, I have so many prepositions changing from times up, times over, time. But times out is not the same as times over. But I have to check, guys. I just can't answer right now. And I'm not going to look for it right now. But maybe for next class if you wish. Or no, I have another idea. I'm going to answer in the VIP class today. But later today, because today, guys, it's my dad's birthday. And I am going to prepare the dinner for my dad because we can just go out and eat something. But everything here is so industrialized, you know, that I said, Dad, what do you think of having like something to eat? And I can prepare something at home. And he got super excited. So times out. Adriana, you can check the VIP. I'm going to answer that. So I'm going to post about times out, times over, and times up. And thank you for your question. I love when you guys ask me questions, especially when I don't know, because it's an opportunity that I have to learn. So thank you, Adriana. You won't be without an answer, okay? I'll answer your question, but after the class, because I have to check in. And I don't want to teach you anything wrongly, right? This is like such a huge responsibility that I have. So guys, get back on track. Get back on track is like when you were just returning to the path. You were doing something like correctly. You were just doing everything right. But for some reason, I don't know, something happens that you just left the track, let's say, and then when you say, let's get back on track. Let me give you a very simple example. Imagine you were on a diet, right? So the first week, everything goes perfectly. You just eat everything correctly, everything naturally, and you drink lots of water, you exercise. But then Saturday comes out and you'd say, pizza or burger or French fries. And you start eating not only one meal, because I would say one meal, it's pretty okay when you are on a diet. But imagine you just eat, let's say, fast food on Saturday all day long, on Sunday all day long, and you say, oh my God, I shouldn't have done that. But okay, it's Monday, I'm getting back on track, or I'm going back. You can use the verb to go in here as well, okay? So I'm going back on track on Monday, or I'm getting back on track now because, you know, I was just doing everything right. So you were doing everything right, and for some reason you stopped, but you want to do it again. You want to keep your diet on, or like, let's talk about the business context, right? Imagine that you were in a project where everything was just going right. Your deliveries were perfect. And for some reason, you had to stop those deliveries. And I don't know, something happened in your system that interrupt that situation. And you had to stop that. So you fix it, and then you say, okay, so now let's get back on track, okay? If you are from a sales department as well, you can say, guys, come on. Okay, I know we are passing through a very bad situation, but now let's get back on track. Let's start selling again. Let's have energy and blah, blah, blah. Okay, for example, our company wasn't doing good, but things, but things have changed and we got back on track. Oops. And or another example is, do you believe if we work hard, we can get back on track on the project? So that's another example. Guys, repeat, get back on track. Okay? Guys, you can say get back on track because, especially because when you have a train, for instance, the train is on track. Right? So there's like the rails, but we can say that the train is on track. If the train just leaves the track, it's just like something bad. That's why they use the word track. Okay. This one is another very common in the business context. That's like, I would say more than an expression. That's a context that you use that I really encourage you guys to memorize. Have you had the chance to... Guys, repeat. Let's go once again. Have you had the chance to? When you say have you had the chance? And guys, that's the structure. You don't say, did you have the chance or did you get the chance? No, you don't use did. And I'm going to explain, okay? Just hold on. When you say, have you had a chance to, you use in a context when you, let me create a situation. Imagine that I'm your boss and I say, can you please check that information? And you say, sure, I'm going to need some time, like a few days, but I'm going to get back to you as soon as I have that. I said, sure, okay. So 2 days pass and you don't say anything. And I need that information. And I can just come to you and say, oh, hi, so did you check that I asked you? But it might sound a little, I'm not going to say rude, because if you need information, if the person didn't give you the answer, and you're going to ask, you know? So that's a very polite way. That's a very, let's say, kind way that you get to someone and you're just going to ask again about something that you've asked before. So have you had a chance to check the information that I asked you before? You know, it's more like polite. It's very, very polite. And again, it's not only boss and no, you can, I don't know, ask your husband or your wife or friends or anyone that you really want to ask that person if he or she has had the chance to, I don't know, buy something or do something. You're just reminding that person of an information or a question or something, and the person may say, oh my God, no, I totally forgot, but I'm gonna do it right now. Or yeah, no, yeah, let me tell you right now, let me give you some feedback about it. Okay, so, and you don't say, did you have the chance to, because guys, again, this is more related, it's not related to the structure, because the structure is not gonna tell you. It's just, how can I say, context where you are inserting and the meaning from that context. So if you say, did you have the chance to? And they explained that to me. They told me that because I had that question. It's more related to luck. So were you lucky enough to find that information? So when you ask someone to do something, it's more like, I want you to do because you're skilled, or because, I don't know, you're working and you gotta do it. It's not something that depends on the luck, right? But imagine that. Let me give you a silly example. Imagine I asked my husband to buy that sand on the supermarket for me, and when he gets home, I just don't find the sand in the bag. And I say, honey, did you get a chance to buy the sand? It means, were we lucky, like, or you couldn't find, you know, the difference. It's more about being lucky to find the product and there. Like, for another silly example, but you know, mandioquinha. There's no mandioquinha here in Iowa. Maybe in other states in the US, but I couldn't find at all. Is it even a different name? I don't remember in English. It's a super different name. So if I want to ask someone to buy for me, say, did you have the chance to, or did you get the chance to find mandioquinha for me, please? You know, sometimes you forget something. Yeah, because sometimes you might forget. It's true. Sometimes you might forget an information, so you can use, have you had the chance to, like, could you spare some time to work on that I'm just that I just need? So have you had a chance to download that report? Did you remember to do it? You know, that's the meaning. So guys, again, have you had a chance to? And then you complete. Hi, have you had a chance to consider my request? Yeah, it's polite, Adelia. It's really polite. Have you had the chance to look into this? So I'm just remembering. I hate this box. Anyway, hands are tied. When you say your hands are tied, guys, repeat. Hands are tied. Very good. Hands are tied. So when you say your hands are tied, it means that what the person is asking you is just out of your control. You know, you just can't do it. You know, when a person has no control over the situation, like, I'm sorry, my hands are tied. Like, I just can't do anything. My hands are tied. You know, like, it's not under my control. I gotta ask my boss if my boss can help us with that. Or my husband is the only one who knows how to do that. I don't know how to use this system, so my hands are tied. I'm really sorry. I just can't help you out. You know, so it's another very common one I'll say in English. Mandioquinha, little stick. No, there's a name. I forgot. Like, my parents are here now. They came to visit me. So yes, they brought mandioquinha, and I was really, really happy that TSA is the area, you know, in the airport and the police and everything, where they sometimes might take that off, and they saw it, but they didn't. And I have my mandioquinha, thank God. I love mandioquinha, guys, but I just can't find. I forgot. Eu vou postar lá no VIP como é que é mandioquinha, gente. Eu esqueci completamente como é que é mandioquinha em inglês. Eu achei lá em LA, na Califórnia, mas frete tipo $50. Falei, deixa eu pra lá, vai. Whatever. Let's move on, guys. Não existe mandioquinha aqui. Não, então, Adriana, tem mandioquinha na Califórnia, eu achei. Mas, eu falei, $50 só pra mandar? Eu falei, não tem problema. Eu continuo só caiuca, que tá muito bom. Okay, guys, hands are tied. Your boss is a dictator. Yeah. Last straw. That one is really common as well. I don't know, like in Portuguese it would be the last drop related, but in English we say that's the last straw. It's like when somebody is just doing things that you don't like. Imagine someone is always late. You know, is always late. Imagine, I don't know, an employee, a worker. And they say, hey, that's the last straw. You're fired. I just can't get it anymore. I just can't take it anymore. You're always late. You never do what I ask. And one last action, wrong, of course, wrong action that the person does is the last straw. Okay, don't say that's the last drop, you know. It's the same idea when you are just filling water, for example, here. And sometimes you're going to have one drop that will make it just, I don't know, go out of the bottle, you know. So the last of a succession of irritation incidents that leads to a loss of patience, which means I can't take it anymore. That's the last straw. I give up. You're fired, for instance. Okay, guys, repeat. Last straw. Last straw. I don't say last straw. I say last straw. Last straw. Faz o linking sound. Last straw. Is he late again? That's the last straw. Or he shouldn't have said that to his boss. It was the last straw. Or it was the last straw. Okay? Next one. Go the extra mile. That one is so common in English as well. Again, not only in the business context. When you tell someone that you go the extra mile or the other person should go the extra mile, it's like they should do more than they're expected. That they should do more than regular people go. There's even a sentence. I love that quote that says, I'm going to write it down. I used to have that printed here in my wall, but I kind of remodeled my office, so I removed that. It's called Go the Extra Mile. It's never crouched there. I don't know if there's there. It's never crouched there. So when it says go the extra mile, it's never crouched there. It's because it's not everyone who goes the extra mile who does more than people expect. So if you tell your boss that you are going to do A and B during that week, and you end up doing A, B, and C, so you went the extra mile, you did more than he expected. So he's going to say, oh my God, like, I don't know, Gilberto is so smart, and he does more than I'm asking. It's so good. I should, I don't know, maybe recognize him or, I don't know, reward him somehow. I don't know. So go the extra mile. Do more than you were expected, you know. do more than people expect. So we always go the extra mile for our customers. We do more than our customers expect. Or if you want to be promoted, you must go the extra mile. Okay, that's another very common sentence in English. No problem, Gilberto. Extra mile, I was gonna say something else. Yeah, and guys, go the extra mile. I went the extra mile. I've always been, I don't know. I've always gone, actually, not been. I've always gone the extra mile, but nothing has ever happened to me. I don't know. You can use in other tenses as well. All right. Oh, that one is super common in English. ASAP, guys. I don't think I've heard anyone saying ASAP, probably, but they usually say ASAP. So you just say letter by letter. You just say ASAP, right? As soon as possible. So when you tell someone that you want them to do something ASAP, you want them to be quick, like whenever the other person can, of course, like, but it means you kind of have some rush in that, so you really need it, but okay, you can wait him to finish something, you know. Please call me ASAP, okay, because it's important. You have to finish this report ASAP. Check that info ASAP. As soon as possible. This is an acronym, actually. Sorry, this is an acronym like BTW, by the way. BRB, be right back. They're all common. FYI, for your information. I can bring one class of acronyms in English if you wish. Super common. There are so many common ones as well. No brainer, guys. That's going to be the last one, okay? No brainer. It's the last one. If you enjoy this type of class, I can bring in the future another business English expressions like part 2, and I can separate other 20 expressions, for instance, if you wish. So you can let me know here on, not here, but on the VIP club. You can write it down if you like this type of class, so I can prepare for you guys. So guys, the last one, okay? No brainer. Repeat. No brainer. Guys, when you say something is a no brainer, it's like, oh my God, it's obvious I want it or that I don't want it. It's a no brainer. It's like a quick decision that you make because for you, it's obvious. So you say, Erika, what do you want to have for dessert? Let me see. A Nutella crepe. That's a no-brainer, right? So a Nutella crepe or an apple. Okay, I know that an apple is much more healthy. It's much healthier. Sorry, it's much healthier. But if you just put a Nutella crepe, which is one of my favorite desserts, I'll say, hey, it's a no-brainer. I'll say a Nutella crepe for sure. Of course that I want a Nutella crepe. So it's a no-brainer. Like, it's a very easy decision. That's a good one. It's a very easy decision for you. When you have to make a decision, that's a no-brainer. Or imagine somebody will ask you, like, what do you want to study? Or what do you would like to do on the weekend? Do you want to go to a Japanese restaurant? Or to imagine your favorite food is Italian. So I said, oh, Japanese or Italian? I said, that's a no-brainer. Italian for sure, you know, and for business as well. So when you're talking about negotiations, when you're talking about projects, you can also say, oh, well, that's a no-brainer. We got to go that way because it's going to be easier for us. We're going to spend less money. It's going to cost us less and everything else. So it's a no-brainer. Guys, so that's it. We had like 19 or 20 expressions, business English expressions for today. I really hope you guys have enjoyed today's class. Don't forget to like this video here on this class here on YouTube. It's really important for me to to understand that you are enjoying my classes. So don't forget to like my video here on YouTube. And that's it. Let me say goodbye to you. I love just saying here. Yeah, let me say goodbye to you guys. So this is it for today. I'm going to, as soon as we finish here, I'm going to upload this class so you can watch the replay and right down. I'm going to upload as well the class so you can just follow the PDF and see all the topics, all the I don't know, the expressions that we've been through, and you can study hard and everything else. So this class is such very good, and it's time's up fast. Bye, Marcelo. Thank you so much. I'm really happy you enjoyed. Marlene said, thank you, Erika. Amazing class. Thank you. And thank you so much, my dear, for being here and always helping me here. It was very good. Thank you, guys. Thank you so much. See you next Tuesday. I really hope you have enjoyed today's class, and see you next Tuesday. Don't forget to like the video here. Guys, have a good night. I'm going to celebrate my dad's birthday right now and have some cake that I baked earlier. Bye, guys. See you. Take care of yourselves. Bye-bye.